Kum Rakam Robo Emperor Bino, Emperor's Entertainment, with another episode for you on the Upway podcast. You see me? What you know now? I give thanks. I don't know why the Father bless me like that, but I give thanks. Remember last time I make the video about the haters video. I tell them say part one that because we never have enough space at the time to finish making the full video. And now this is part 2, the second part. You see me? Excuse me. So a whole 2-page me still have left how I did right, you see me? But I'm gonna start it anyways. I don't know how long this episode will run for, but I just do it. As me tell her, we just do it, me genius. We just do it. We don't care how long it will take or which part it will lead. We all now we know say yo, we're prepared for the destination. So we are going where the Father is leading because we not give more than what we can bear or what we don't deserve. You see me? We get more than what we deserve, with blessed with grace and mercy. Prosperity is a must. You understand? So I could get tonight right now. Part 2. So stay focused on what you're doing and don't become stagnant. That's what they want to see. That's what they want to see. They want to see you stop. They want to see you stop. So in order to keep on make them punch the ears and them yourself, continue to do what you do, man. Keep on going. You see me? No joke. That's what they want to see. Develop. And I don't give a fuck mentality. You see me? Still I try to keep it clean, but you know so we have to do it or we get led to do it, my genius. So I just drop it like bam, because I truth. That's the type of mentality they have to develop. You see me? You just don't care what nobody want to say, what they want to think, or anything. You're just doing you. As long as you're comfortable doing you and you're not causing harm or problem to anybody, whether physically or mentally, spiritually, any form of alley. Long as you are comfortable doing what you are doing, where you are, you can't be comfortable where you are because I work where I work to get better and go somewhere different. You understand? That's what they want to see. Develop an I don't give a fuck mentality. Because when you're on the rise, a lot of people will be against you. For no reason at all. Ask them one reason why they don't like you. They cannot tell you. Ask them one reason why they don't like you. They cannot tell you. I guarantee you that. I don't care if people talk shit about me. I was raised to flush shit down the toilet. Not play with it. Or them. Opinions are just opinions. You shouldn't give anyone that power over your life to the extent where what they say becomes your reality. Until it manifests in your life, in your real life, you were created with your own free will. You matter. You matter. You were created with your own free will. And free will isn't always free will, especially when you're walking with God. Especially when you're walking with God. Because things that you see other people doing or do, sometimes you cannot do it. And you shouldn't. Because we are people that value morals and characteristics over pleasure and over gratification or any form of conception of any kind. Morality and integrity. Your life matter. Remember that. You matter. You matter. Remember which one I reach now. You shouldn't give anyone that much power over your life to the extent where what they say becomes your reality. until it manifests in your reality. You were created with your own free will. You matter. Let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. Speak up, man. Because maybe you're a quiet person. Maybe you're introverted like me and you don't like the lot of talking and the confrontation. But sometimes you are going to have to do what you don't want to do. You are going to have to speak up for yourself, whether they like it or not. Your truth is your truth. If anyone love it, good. If they don't, just move on. But if you have something to say, don't die on your own sword. You're not going to feel good in yourself, about yourself, towards yourself, if you have something to say and you don't say it. Especially if it is someone that you love and that you have some form of care or anything for. You're going to want to say something to them, whether it hurt their feelings or not. And if you really love them, you shouldn't care if it hurt their feelings, because you are giving them a chance to grow. That is the whole reason of hard news, bad news as they would call it. I don't classify it as bad news. I think of it as just another opportunity to grow. Because when some things happen to me and like I get a form of triggering or anything, I am saying in myself, yes, that is another point that I need to grow at and I need to develop at. I love my haters. They always point out my weaknesses and I said, alright, as they point it out, so I just deal with it. So you can't use it against me again. Now that I have become more self-aware and self-conscious, now I get to catch myself when I am slipping. So that one chance that you had, if you didn't do all you want to do with it, you're not going to get another chance. You're not going to get another chance. And there are so many chances that you think you have. That you think you have. But there is no joy coming out of destroying someone else. It will always come back to you. It might not happen now, but trust me, karma has a big appetite. Let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. Don't be or become an echo. Don't be or become an echo, repeating what someone else has already said or done. Blaze your own trail. Mark your own path. Do your own thing. Be your own individual person. We were made unique with different fingerprints, so we were created to have our own individuality. We were made in His image, in His light. He's a creator, so that make us creators. We were put here to create, to leave something that wasn't here. To leave something here that wasn't here. The men that made airplane, they are not here anymore, but they left something. The men that made cars. The first men that developed barber green on the road. I don't know if I say pronounce in English, but that's what we call it, barber green. The asphalt on the road, the black thing, yeah, barber green. So they call it. I don't know what's the, I never look up the right full name for it yet. As we tell you, see, I still a grow. There are some things that we still don't know. And because we are not always looking for everything to research the rightful thing about it, because it's not relevant at certain point. So you have to move as you get nudged to move, and as you go along you learn. So see, like how I learn, I teach. I learn, I teach. So I teach, you get a form of understanding, and you get a different thought. Either you want to comment or you want to message me. I learn something from you just the same. I'm not too big to learn. Even a little baby teach me. the most valuable lesson I learned from a baby, and I think the baby was 2 years old at the time. The most valuable lesson, learn to say no. No, no. He said it that day so many times that it took a while to really kung in my head. When a light bulb come on, and I say, yeah, I want another lesson that, you know. I learn. And I never, the inner ego overdrive, you say, yo, I not learn from nobody younger than me and Ray. Even talking with people that are younger than me, talking with them and they say certain things or they tell me certain things, and I say, I'm saying that I've never looked at it like that before. I've never thought about it like that before. I've never really gone in depth in that area before. I never knew that. What do you mean by that word? How do you spell that word? Anybody that know me and hold a form of reasoning with me. Not just talking. Talking different from reasoning. Reasoning is talking, develop, and escalated into a conversation. So talking to me, you have to know. You have to know something so we can communicate. So we can you don't even know how to put it exactly, but you understand what I mean. Not just communicate alone on a level, but we are leveling out like a plane or a foundation so we can stand on to build on. Because it's just by reasoning with people, you know, that you can find like-minded individuals. Because if you don't talk to a person, how are you going to know them? If a person don't talk to me, how are you going to know the real me? How are you going to know the real me? A lot of people I know are going to watch these videos and they are going to see the type of person that I really am. And they are going to be looking at me like, but he have sense, man. He have sense. He's not dumb. He's not dunce. He's not fool. Even though I left school with one subject, I never get no subject. Me still no idiot. You still can't fool me. Me are not the brightest. Me are not the best. Me are not the biggest scholar. I am not the biggest scholar. I am not the brightest. But I still do something. I still make something. Showing you, anybody that is watching it, this. Whether you're a lover or you're a hater. Whether you're a friend or an accommodator. Anyone that you are, you can do something with your life too. It is not impossible. You can do something with your life too. All you have to do is get up off your hands and stop being pessimistic. Stop being sarcastic to your own self. Stop having limiting self-belief. Stop from procrastinating. Stop from thinking about all that you have to do and just do it. Just start. That's all you have to do. From you start and you are really committed and you want to do it. From you start it, that fulfillment and that joy that you are going to get from just starting, you are not going to want to stop. Long as it's something that you really want to do. Once you start, you are not going to be able to stop until you reach a form of fulfillment. Even there, it's going to be like above and beyond. You're still going to be pushing and pushing and pushing because you always are going to be seeing yourself at a higher level that you want to reach, or you are going to be reaching and passing milestones that are going to be always creating more milestones that you want to reach, that you want to accomplish. I pray you take my words and act on them. And not just let them fall on deaf ears or dead grounds. I hope my words fall on fertile ground. and you really take these words and apply them to your life and really change something in your life. People are depending on you using what God bless you with. People are depending on you stepping in position and in place to be at certain point in times, different dates, different years, in order for them to be propelled, or them to be used, or them to be held, pulled up, drawn up, pushed, held, embraced, loved, cared for, protected, just from you taking that step right now. If you're not able to take the physical action and do some actual work, start thinking about it. When you don't just think about it, because you cannot trust your memory and your mind with everything. Pen to paper and write them down. Make a list of it and ensure that when you write it, from you write it, it becomes actual. No matter how long after you act on it, it's going to come out. As long as you really want to do it, if it's even 1 year, you are going to come back to it. You are going to come back to it. As long as you're in tune with the divine when you're writing it, you are going to be led in the right way, in the right order, in the right time and the sequence for it to come, or for you to do it, or for you to build it, or create it, or share it, anything. It's going to work out. You just have to believe. Just believe. You're supposed to follow your passion and not what others tell you. Never let your emotions overpower your intelligence. As I was telling you, lead with your heart, not your brain. Although heart is feelings and your brain is intelligence. But the two of them have to be in alignment, in one accord, going in the same direction. So if you get angry or you get mad, you don't let that feeling come over you and take over you. You use it. You use it. You use it. You don't make it take over you and have power over you. I find myself, even when time I start to get angry or those type of things, I find out now that I can calm down myself. One time I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Now, when I find myself getting heated, or when I'm about to say something, because you get that feeling like you want to say it, when you are actually aware of yourself, you can control that. When they are coming to your mouth, you can stop it. Since recently, it happened to me, and I stopped myself. Was it easy? No, because it was the first time I'm actually doing it. I've tried to do it already, but it didn't work. Showing me that I needed to do more work on myself, and I looked over myself and I went back to the drawing board and I said, alright then, I'm going to continue to develop myself. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to let that feel or that thing that catch me off guard let me stop or anything. So I went back, and this time when the same situation come back around again, I was in a different place. Mentally, spiritually, physically. As I said, you see my body, but it's wealth and planning. You see the victory, but how far me are from. Me say it in a way or me say it then. Because probably English not sound so good. You see my body, but how wealth me a plan. You see the victory, how far me are from. When them things see a fool me a farm. Look there. Big food me and I'm destined for this from a womb, you know, from big dreams from a young fall. Cool me a plan. Fi make him move la 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 long upgrade transition now to the millions. Cut the distraction me no see no. You understand? So people will see you and think that is you. People will see you and think that is you. But they don't know the real you. As I always tell people, you cannot study me. You can't study me. You won't graduate. I am not a class. I am not a school. I am not even a category. I'm just on a level to myself, continuously rising. continuously building, developing, elevating, evolving, revolving, continuously. What I do, only I can do it. What you do, only you can do it. That's why I tell you to compete with yourself from yesterday. Always be better than yesterday. No one is you, so they cannot compete with you. No one is you, so they cannot compete with you. They only can think they are doing this or doing that better than you because of their timing. You don't know what they had to do or what they had to sacrifice in order to get what they have. People are not what they truly are. Perspective. But if you're always looking for the good, you won't have time to see the bad, even though you know it is there. You are going to always see the good in people. That it is a good thing and it is a great thing, but it can also be a bad thing sometimes, because we are so focused on the good and the positive that sometimes some red flags are waving and we fail to see them sometime until it's too late. So you have to just not let your emotions overpower your intelligence and become firm, mindfully strong, and just discerning overall. Just discerning. That's the best way I can really put it. My God is to be as happy. My goal is to be as happy as a newborn baby waking on a beach with his or her mother holding hands in the sunset. You see that? You see how happy that is? From 2021 right then sitting there, you know. I'm telling you that when you are going through things, try to take that pain, and instead of being destructive, you make something that's productive, that will benefit you, but it will also help and benefit other people also. Because when I was writing these, I wasn't writing them to really put them out there, even though I wrote some of them to record as a podcast, as I said, but not all of them. Some of them were just like me writing a song to get some things out of my system, because that's how it is for that's what I realized, that's how it is for a lot of creators, artists, to be exact and to be precise. They like to put their pain into music or any form of art that they are doing. You understand? I never knew that it would come to this, that I am doing this right now, and I'm talking from these experiences that I have written, because this is a form of way that I am revisiting the past, in seeing where I have come from and how much I have grown. Because back then I wouldn't be able to read and explain in portions as I am doing now. I wasn't that focused or intellectually prepared, if that makes any sense. Yeah. But now I trust myself so much that I know that what I am saying, someone actually needs to hear it, and someone actually needs it. I don't know who, where, or when, but I know they are going to reach to the people and the individuals at the right time where they are. It's not going to be easy if you're lazy. But if you are as crazy as I am, to think you can it's not going to be easy if you are lazy. But if you are as crazy as I am, to think you can just like I can do anything I put my mind to, it can and will become your reality. You see how I was talking those time? So you know now why I am in this position, to show my determination from then up until now. You can see just to how I'm reading it, because I'm not changing anything or nothing. I'm just reading it so that I can show. I'm just reading it straight. So you can know exactly how I was thinking, even though it's not a video form for you to really see me and really observe how I am, how I was talking and those type of things, the posture that I was in. It's still a form of exposure to my past, to how I was. I'm just being vulnerable and transparent. You see me? I'm not pretty it up and a pretty boy thing. I just do it where I do it in order to help other people just the same. You see me? Because I escaped a dark part that I wasn't supposed to escape. But I made it out. So I want to be that beacon of light for someone else that is in a dark place, or think they are in a dark place, or trapped in a dark place. I want to be that beacon of light that guides them out, that at least help someone else, if it's even one person. Although I know it is going to be millions or hundreds of millions, whole heap of people, but that's not the focus right now. The focus is right now creating this. That's how you have to be in the present moment and not really focus and attach to the end goal. You have to disconnect from it, as I said earlier. You have to disconnect from the end goal, look at everything that you have to do and accomplish and have in place and create back to this present moment, and start acting now, start doing now what is going to take you to that point, what is going to add up and what is going to lead you, project you, propel you, push you, elevate you to that point, to the next milestone and the next milestone and the next and the next and the next, and one foot in front of each other, you keep on moving. And so you build momentum, you reach milestones, and you accomplish and reach achievements and all type of things. And you understand? Yes. Maybe it's not going to be easy, depending on how you condition your mind overall. Remember, I tell you, find a way to enjoy it. If you enjoy it, if you find a way to enjoy it, or if you are enjoying it, it's not going to feel like work. If it takes one whole day to do, it's not going to feel like you're there one whole day doing something. You're just going to be having fun. You're just going to be enjoying the process because you know the end goal. And you know that you have to do this in order to reach there. So you know that in order for things to develop, you have to continue working and continue moving and continue doing and continue building and continue pushing. So eventually it's inevitable. So eventually everything will just work out and play out just as it is planned. But trust me, you will love the results. See? The destination, right? Think like a millionaire. In fact, think like a billionaire. And hustle like you're broke. Think big. Go big. Receive big. Think big. Go big. Receive big. Remember me tell you that the same energy, the same effort, the same time it takes to say Volkswagen or Toyota is the same time, energy, and everything it takes to say Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Jaguar, Ferrari, Tesla. It's the same time it takes to say resort, private island. Instead of you saying rent or mortgage, private island, a resort. The same energy it takes. All it takes is think big, go big, receive big. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. It's another song I put it in. That song don't release it. Who they which part me want they with them me a mix. Me not no time for waste man are those pricks. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Because ultimately you are going to become that. You are who you spend time, the most time with. Build your circle of like-minded individuals who can push you, elevate you and keep you up. And push you and inspire and motivate you and those type of things. But after you have your circle, you are going to have to start to pull other powerful people towards you, or you go towards them. To elevate yourself. To go up another level. To step up. Because not because you reach certain point in your life, you are going to say, oh, I made it. No. The top of the mountain is the foot of another one. Always keep that in mind. So, find greater minds than you. Find more powerful people than you. And try to develop a form of relationship or connection with them. By working on yourself and developing yourself, your own personal self, your business, your craft, your brand, your career, automatically you and them are going to cross paths. Some randomly and some are manual and some are automatical. Depending on your situation and how Father God predict, or may I say predict, how Father God destined to work out, it's going to happen in the right form and the right time. But sometimes you have to go make those steps. You have to go make those moves and reach out your hand as a form of friendship or acquaintance or partnership over this dimension of time. Like I listened to the record and Napoleon Hill, after he finished speaking, he said, I want to stretch out a hand of friendship over this stretch of time, offering you a hand of friendship, which wherein if you listen and apply these words and principles to your life, it's inevitable that your life will change. That's why reading is a way of connecting with great minds, because those are men that passed away from before, maybe before I was created, I was born. And I have a chance to. It's a form of communication, I put it, because they are giving me their knowledge. Even though I cannot talk to them personally, it's a form of communication because it's like a piece of their spirit is left here with us. And they are teaching us. And they are giving us something that it doesn't have a value to me. Not saying that it's worthless, but the value cannot be contained. I cannot put a value on that. Because those minds will not exist again. Or anything like them will not exist again. And what they left is a true form of fortune. Greater than treasure. From my perspective. People who force to level up and to become a better person. Read it over. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. People who force you to level up and to become a better person. That is it. We just said it a while ago, them push off to become better. If they are not helping you grow or elevate or anything to make you better and ultimately them better, they are punching holes. They are pulling you down. They are stripping your armor. And that's not good for you. Ultimately, they are going to realize when it's too late that it is not good for them. But you being so self-aware and self-conscious, you need to start making the necessary changes in order to see the necessary changes in your life. You see me? When you stop taking things personally and start looking at them logically, you can and have reached a dangerous level of freedom. Remember I told you, don't take it personally when people insecurities and all form of things start to come out at you or project at you, because it's just showing you from a place of them where they still need to heal. And if you are triggered by that, it is showing you a place in yourself that you still need to heal, you still need to develop, you still need to pamper and take care of that, whether it is fragile or anything. It's just showing, it's just an indicator. Just like depression and anxiety is an indicator to the body, telling you that this version of yourself that you are being, that you are projecting, you yourself, your spirit is not comfortable being that version anymore. So the depression, the depressing and anxiety state is a form of alert, a form of warning that if you don't come out of this place, if you don't come out of this state, it's going to be detrimental for your health, for your well-being overall, not just your mental space and your heavy body that all of a sudden feel lethargic. It's just an indicator telling you, like when you have the kettle on the stove, when the water is fully heated, when it's fully hot, you hear the kettle start to whistle. That is the indicators in your body. Depression, anxiety, anger, happiness, joy, everything is indicating and telling you something. It's just you have to be in tune with yourself to really realize and notice the signs that it is sending you, and to understand, because not everybody understands those things. Some of them is just since here I start to understand most of them. Because as I tell you, knowing the information is one thing, but application is another thing. Before application comes digestion. You have to take it in. You have to digest it. Digest it means you understand it. You sit and think about it yourself and say, oh, then that meant that, and that meant that. And I see where it's happening here. And you can use experiences as example for yourself, to yourself. Then you can start to apply it to your life. Where I saw in a research that anger is a punishment that you give to yourself for someone else's bad behavior towards you. I learned that last year in 2022, and it was just since here in 2023 I was able to apply it to my life. Especially if you're a person like me now that is learning a lot of things on the go. Your brain is not going to have all that time, apart from your set time that you exercise or you meditate or you do yoga or any type of things like that. Your brain don't really have all that time to really, and or at night when you're sleeping, depending on how long you sleep for. Your brain not going to have a lot of time to really process all of the information and digest it and really apply it. Because it's always working. It's always working, it's always moving. So the information is just there. It's just there. And sometimes it's not until you really encounter certain situations or dire situations that you really have to really force into certain points, and you say, alright, you did learn that, and that is like a fast scan. Your brain just do a fast scan and grab what's really relevant for this situation or this time, and you say, alright, you did learn that, or you did read that, or you did watch that, so you know, so that can apply here. It's a form of conflict resolution in a way, but in a mental way. I hope you understand and you catch that. I know so you do still, because all the way I grow. You see me? All the way I build. So we go understand things from a whole different perspective and a whole different level. We are look through a different eye. Hope you get it. You see me? I hope you get it. You can and have reached a dangerous level of freedom. Be strong. You never know who you are inspiring. You never know. You never know. Sometimes just you being strong and doing what you are doing, or doing what you dream to do, or doing what you want to do, you are inspiring some people and you don't even know. I know that I inspire my enemies. I know that. That is a fact. Because a lot of them dream to even do certain things and they don't do it. It's all, they just say they are going to do it. They just say they are going to do it. That's all. But me, I am a person, I stopped talking from a long time ago. From 2021, I stopped talking because I realized no one really cares. Certain things I just keep to myself. I just stopped talking. My dreams and goals, no one knows about them anymore until they happen. When they see me make moves, at that time they know about it. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know what me have to go on. Unless you come fast in my business, but no me catch you. No me catch you. You see me? But you always have to just be you. Just be you. Just be authentic. Just be real. Down to earth. Because that's the only way that people can really know the real you. And that is the only way that you can really be proud of yourself and not ashamed of yourself. When people see the real me now and really see me for me, whether they hate me or like me, I feel good because I'm being myself. The same person that I am here talking to you is the same person that I am in real life. It's not a different me online and then a different me offline. I same person where you see. Same how you see me attack and same how you see me posture, how me I move and I same how you see me stay in a real life. So no, don't think that when time you come to meet this person, although I'm going to be different then, by that time, when time we supposed to meet, because I don't know when this video will release neither. You see me? By the time you come to meet me I am a different person, but my characteristics and morality and charisma and those type of things are only going to heighten. They are not going to change. My principles are not going to diminish. They are just going to become stronger and develop more, upgrade. That's all. You are going to get the same man, the same me. Although I'm not the same as I said. But you understand what I mean. I know you understand what I mean. You see me? You see me? You see me? Yeah. You never know who you are inspiring. You never know. You never know. You never know. Sometimes all you need is $500 million. You see me? I'm going to put here 500 billion. You understand? Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. Kung Fu Panda. Me get that from with Uguay. Remember that the one they come at them the lesson them me take out the anime and cartoon. People used to trouble me say I watch cartoon and this and that and the tarot and the chat off their mouth. I see them cartoon there if you watch now. Because the prediction them which part in the anime them are them they happen in a real life. I shouldn't even have said this part no video. But because they can't put the information, certain things in a movie, then put them in cartoon. Then put them in anime. Then put them in plays. Enough people don't know those type of things. Dragon Ball Z teach about energy. Me never go into that, you know. Because a whole heap of lessons you can learn from them. Just the name of them. I can just tell you the name of the cartoon and the anime them. And tell you the lesson which part I learn from them. Some people just watch them just for enjoyment and entertainment. But when I am watching TV or any type of thing, it just happened from 2020. I've been realizing it that I'm not really watching it from a form of entertainment again or anything for enjoyment. Sometimes it gets annoying, you know. I'm not going to lie to you, but I am thankful of it for it, because every movie or anything that I am watching, I'm not just watching it and watching it again. I'm looking at it from a different lens, a different perspective. I'm seeing things that other people wouldn't probably see. Sometimes the main characters that you are looking at, sometimes things are going on in the background that people don't pay attention to. Certain things right on papers and those type of things, people are not paying attention to it. They put them in the movie for a reason. Everything is for a reason. And if you are really paying attention, things that are there that people are trying to show you, or people are trying to slip through a message, it won't miss you if you are really paying attention. Look how long it takes people to find out the message that Matrix was sending. The movie The Matrix. Look how long it took people to really find out. I didn't know. I was one of them too. I was in the dark. I was blinded by society, which you can't avoid that. You can't avoid that. That's just life, isn't it? But just goes to show you that there are things that we still don't know and that we are not aware of. And there are individuals out there that are trying to help the greater masses that are just lost, then lost the M. Them are just but I'm not going to discriminate or criticize or anything, because I am not that person anymore. You see me? I'm not casting any stones. Because the same thing that you are discriminating against or anything, it can come back to you, or you are forgetting that you were once in that position. Just like me, I'm still becoming. You understand? For this one was written in 2021. For 2021 and onward, I only want to be around people who love me, not the ones who pretend they do. And from I wrote this, I just started to see the fake people in my life. Words are real. Be careful of what you write and what you say. They always come to fruition. I am still evaluating most of the people in my life. Sometimes it's best to part ways. You can't be proclaiming positivity and upliftments while your friends or your family, whoever it may be the opposite of your affirmations. What you're trying to do not gonna work if they involve. Like attracts like. People say money makes you lose friends. I say money makes you realize your real friends. True that. Two best investments that you need to make today, whatever job work you do, or you're an entrepreneur like me, for yourself example, books, online courses, mentors, YouTube, and assets. Examples are stocks, real estate, bonds, annuities, and equity in businesses. I just add on that one. You see me? Some habits I would suggest to develop if it suits you. Wait. Some habits I would suggest to develop if anyone suits you. or like daily reading or audiobooks, journal in your day, develop a nighttime routine, daily exercise, monthly investing, save every $5 you receive, substitute amount as you like. If it's $5 or $10, that's what I mean right there. Substitute any amount as you like. And last but not least, stick to a monthly. I use the word budget, but I come back and say it again, expense list. And that is it. I'm going to finish this one right there. You see me? I know say, I know say it goes so long, but I actually finished that theater paragraph. I don't like talk about it, you know. I don't like talk about the haters and those type of things because I don't give my enemies no form of power anymore. I keep all of it for myself. I keep all of it for myself. I starve them and suffocate them. Just let them stay there. Let the dead bury their dead. Just mind my business. I'm out.